Welcome back. Well, we've talked about ditching the manicured lawns here on All the Dirt. Well, today we're talking about something to replace it with. Shawn Jadrnicek from the Virginia Cooperative Extension is here to give us all the dirt on adding white clover to your lawn. Welcome, Shawn.
Thanks for having me here.
Yeah, we love it when you're here because I know I'm going to learn something good. So I got to know, we see this everywhere, but what exactly is white clover?
Yeah, so white clover was brought over from Europe and is naturalized all over the North American continent. And it's a perennial, and it basically spreads by stolons, these above ground stems, which kind of run along the ground and then reroot. But a lot of times you'll see it mixed in with your grass species in your lawn.
Yeah, I know. I definitely see it everywhere. But I know it kind of gets a stigma. It's kind of bad rap. People say it's a weed, but it's not, right?
Well, it used to be a component in our lawns and people didn't really consider it a weed. But with the advent of chemicals, now we have chemicals that are able to basically selectively get rid of it without hurting your turf grasses. But it does have a lot of ecological benefits if you leave it in your lawn.
Yeah, so let's talk about some of those benefits. Why would you want to keep clover in your lawn?
Well, the flowers will attract bees. Bees and our native pollinators will go to these flowers looking for nectar and pollen. So it's an important source of food for our pollinators. Birds will also eat the seeds as well as the leaves. So it's an important source of food for birds. And you'll see deer, this is a favorite food for deer. And another benefit is that it's a nitrogen fixer. So that means that it has the ability to take nitrogen out of the air and feed itself with that nitrogen as a fertilizer. So it does that using bacteria that live in the roots of the plant. Basically the bacteria take the nitrogen out of the air and feed that nitrogen to the plant. And then the plant in return provides like a home for the bacteria as well as food for the bacteria.
Oh, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, so self-fertilizing.
Yes, we love to hear that. All right, so if you want to add white clover to your lawn, can you tell us what exactly is the process?
Yeah, it's pretty easy. You just need to purchase some seed, and the seed is very, very small. I brought a bag of it right here. This seed has been coated with the bacteria, and that's why it's gray. So the bare seed is even smaller than this. But basically, you just use a hand crank spreader to basically put that seed out in your lawn. Sometimes it's helpful to mix sand with the seed because the seed is so small you don't want to apply too much at once. So by mixing sand with it, it allows you to apply a smaller amount. The best time to seed it is in probably mid-September through mid-October. You can plant it in the summertime, but you might have to irrigate it to get it established.
Okay, yeah, that was my very next question because I have tried this and failed. So I'm not sure if maybe we didn't do it at the right time, I guess. So
yes,
kind of end of summer, early fallish.
Yeah, timing is everything. And yeah, you might have to seed it a couple times just to make sure it gets going.
And do you need to keep it heavily watered as well?
No, there are varieties that are more drought tolerant. I prefer the variety called Durana, which can tolerate, our dry, hot summers that we have here. So, variety selection can be important.
Yeah, absolutely, because we did a little bit of research on this, and people really like the mini clover, right? There's like mini white clover versus like the big, and people do a mixture of it. And I don't know, it's very popular in social media. Have you seen a lot of it on social media? Yeah, and it's quite animal friendly too for dogs and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah, not toxic, and just beautiful with all the flowers. So I've learned to love them and watch all the pollinators come and visit my yard.
Yeah, I do too, and I love, that we're giving some awareness and showing people that it's quite beautiful and it's not a nuisance and it's not ugly. It's actually really pretty and beneficial.
Absolutely.
All right, Shawn Jadrnicek with the Virginia Cooperative Extension. Thanks so much for giving us all the dirt today on adding white clover to your lawn.